On May 28, 1982, at approximately 5 p.m., 28-year-old Joseph Billy Gwynn forcibly entered the Cool TV studios in Phoenix, Arizona, armed with a .38 caliber revolver. Believing he could avert World War III, Gwynn took 4 station employees hostage: anchorman Bill Close, head technician Louis Villa, floor manager Jack Webb, and cameraman Bob Cimino. During the initial confrontation, Gwynn struck Villa on the head with his firearm and held him in a chokehold for nearly 5 hours. Gwynn demanded national airtime to deliver a message he deemed vital to preventing global conflict. Refusing to negotiate with police, he communicated solely through Close. After releasing Webb and Cimino, Gwynn insisted that Close read his 25-minute statement live on air. The manifesto contained erratic predictions, including the rise of new cities inhabited exclusively by white Anglo and homosexuals, and references to Islam, country music, and the Falkland Islands War. At 9:30 p.m., Close began reading the statement on live television, with Gwynn monitoring the broadcast on a portable TV to ensure compliance.
You may leave now. This is the script that Mr. Gwynn gave me, and I'm going to read it verbatim, and anytime you wish to interrupt me. All right. There is a doctor at St. Luke's who knows about a city called STYNX in New Mexico. I need his help. He's at St. Luke's Hospital. All right, this is Bill Close. Louis didn't go out. Louis, well, our guest must leave. Well, he's gone. I don't know where he is. He may have gone out the back door. Would you check on that, please? All right, I'm going to continue here. This starts out, this is for Bill Close and Dan Rather. And Mr. Gwynn writes, yeah, you're getting the feedback. You're getting the feedback. You're on. My name is Joe Gwynn. I am a watchman. Read the 33rd chapter of Ezekiel. This is about the story of the 10 prophets. The 10 prophets are Johnny Cash, Ronnie Millsap, Eddie Rabbitt, Larry Gatlin, Hank Williams, Jr.
Upon completion, Close persuaded Gwynn to surrender peacefully, taking the gun from him and placing it on the table. Phoenix Police Chief Ruben Ortega later commended Close's composure, noting that his actions likely prevented bloodshed. Gwynn was subsequently charged with kidnapping, aggravated assault, and burglary. He was later declared insane and released from prison in 2005. During a live broadcast from Gulfport, Mississippi, covering Tropical Storm Ida, MSNBC correspondent Shaquille Brewster faced an unexpected confrontation. As Brewster detailed the storm's aftermath, a man abruptly halted his white pickup truck nearby and approached the news team. The individual, visibly agitated, interrupted the segment, shouting at Brewster and his crew. Despite the disruption, Brewster maintained his composure, attempting to continue his report.
Random person going around, I'm going to turn this way because, we deal with some people every once in a while, but going on for at least until a period of time in which they can toss it back to you because we have a person who needs a little help right now.
Hey.
The man's exact words were unclear, but his aggressive demeanor was evident. Viewers commended Brewster and his team for their professionalism and calm response under pressure. Following the confrontation, it was confirmed that Brewster and his crew were unharmed. The Gulfport Police Department identified the man as Benjamin Eugene Dagley from Worcester, Ohio, and issued warrants for his arrest on charges including simple assault and disturbing the peace themselves. On January 29, 2015, a 19-year-old man, later identified as Tariq Z, infiltrated the NOS television studios in Hilversum, Netherlands, armed with what appeared to be a pistol. Dressed in a suit and tie, he coerced a security guard into leading him to a studio, demanding airtime to deliver a message he claimed was of global importance. The quick-thinking guard directed him to an empty studio, where the man was subsequently apprehended by police without any shots fired.
Wat gaat u doen?
De politie had aanvallen. Wat vallen, hè?
Ik laat het vallen. Ik heb het laten vallen. Ik heb het laten vallen.
Knieën! Rustig aan, rustig. Omdraaien, knielen. Oké, even tijd, rust.
Op je buik. Arm is vrij. Arm is vrij. Bij elke verdachte beweging wordt onmiddellijk geschoten. Heb je dat begrepen? Ja. Oké, even contact meldkamer, situatie onder controle. Eén verdachte aangaan. Situatie onder controle, één verdachte aangaan.
During the incident, NOS's evening news broadcast was interrupted and the station went off-air for about an hour. A message displayed on the screen informed viewers of the situation, stating, "In connection with circumstances, no broadcast is available at this time." The man claimed to be part of a hacker collective and threatened that bombs would go off at various locations in the Netherlands if his demands were not met. However, upon arrest, police clarified that the weapon was a replica and that the man had no known links to terrorist organizations. He acted alone, fabricating claims of having explosives and belonging to a hacker organization. Following his arrest, Tariq Z was charged with kidnapping, threats, and illegal possession of a weapon. In July 2015, he was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison. The incident raised serious questions about the security measures at media establishments, especially following the attacks in Paris earlier that month. March 2010, the European Poker Tour event in Berlin was abruptly interrupted by a brazen armed robbery. 4 masked assailants, wielding firearms and machetes, stormed the Grand Hyatt Hotel during the tournament, causing widespread panic among participants and spectators. The perpetrators managed to seize approximately $242,000 before fleeing the scene. The chaos unfolded around 2:15 p.m., with the robbers targeting the tournament's cash desk.
Are you going to play in Snowfest?
No.
San Remo?
Probably in San Remo.
Oh, there you go then. You can take it down in San Remo.
I like the
Despite the alarming situation, no serious injuries were reported, though some individuals sustained minor injuries amid the commotion. The entire incident was captured on security cameras, providing crucial evidence for the ensuing investigation. In the aftermath, the tournament was temporarily halted but resumed later that day. The swift response from law enforcement led to the arrest of all 4 suspects within weeks of the incident. The individuals, aged between 19 and 20, were apprehended separately at Berlin's Tegel airport upon their return from Istanbul and Beirut. They faced charges including robbery and bodily harm. During a live broadcast, Oklahoma news anchor Julie Chin experienced a sudden medical emergency. While delivering a segment, she began to stumble over her words and appeared visibly distressed. Recognizing something was amiss, Chin apologized to viewers before passing the broadcast to the meteorologist.
The Tulsa Air Response at the event. The event features live. I'm sorry, something is going on with me this morning, and I apologize to everybody. Let's just go ahead and send it on over to meteorologist Andy Brown.
Her colleagues quickly called 911, and she was transported to the hospital. Doctors later determined that she had suffered the beginnings of a stroke. Chin shared her experience on Facebook, emphasizing the importance of recognizing stroke symptoms and seeking immediate medical attention. She expressed gratitude for the swift actions of her team and the support from viewers. In June 2012, a live television debate in Greece took a violent turn when Ilias Kassidiaris, spokesperson for the far-right Golden Dawn Party, physically assaulted Communist Party deputy Liana Kanelli. The incident occurred during a morning political show on ANT1 TV, where representatives from various parties were discussing national issues. Tensions escalated when Kassidiaris, reacting to a comment about his pending legal case, threw a glass of water at Syriza party member Rena Duru. Kanelli intervened, leading Kassidiaris to slap her multiple times on live television.
Τη ρωτήσανε, συνεργαστήκατε και απάντησε πήρα αναβολή λόγω παρέλευσης ωραρίου. Ποιο είναι το πρόβλημα αυτό την πήρα αναβολή? Με τους παλιερουφιάνους που είναι μια ρουφιάνα από το κόμμα σου και μας σύρει στα δικαστήρια. κατηγορουμένους.
Πέρα από την κρίση
Λοιπόν, ένα λεπτό, τέθηκε ένα θέμα προσωπικό και δεν επιτρέπω σε κανέναν.
Ξέρετε ποια είναι η κρίση δημοκρατίας?
Κυρία Δούρου, αναφερθήκατε σε ένα θέμα προσωπικό, δεν μιλάτε γενικώς. Και εμφανίζονται σήμερα.
Οι οποίοι θα πάνε τη χώρα 500 χρόνια πίσω.
Άντε βρε νούμερο. Θα πάμε 500 χρόνια πίσω τη χώρα.
The altercation sparked widespread condemnation across Greece. Government spokesman Dimitris Tsiodras stated, "This attack is an attack against every democratic citizen." An arrest warrant was issued for Kasidiaris, but he evaded immediate detention. He later filed lawsuits against Canelli and Duro for defamation, as well as against the TV station for alleged illegal detention. In March 2015, Kasidiaris was acquitted of charges related to the assault, as the court ruled the attack was not as severe as described in the charges. On May 7, 2014, a live broadcast on Jordan's 7 Stars TV took an unexpected turn when journalists Sheikha al-Johari and Mohammed al-Jayusi engaged in a heated debate over the Syrian conflict. The discussion escalated when al-Jayusi accused al-Johari of supporting the Syrian revolution, while al-Johari countered by alleging that al-Jayusi backed Bashar al-Assad's regime in exchange for money. The verbal confrontation quickly turned physical as both men stood up and began shoving the studio's oval-shaped table at each other. In the ensuing chaos, al-Johari attempted to use the tabletop as a weapon against al-Jayusi.
انت اللي بتقايض، هو الذي يقايض المواقف بالمكاسب، انت اللي تقايض، وانت اللي هو اللي بدي هو الذي لو سمحت هو الذي يتنطط، انت اللي يتنطط بالحب بالبذاء ويخلي من يدفع تحوس. لا انت اللي بدأت. انا اخرس. لا يا انت اللي بدأت. يا شاكر انت اللي شاكر يا اخوان انت اللي بدأت. لا يا انت اللي بدأت.
The situation intensified when al-Johari circled the set and aimed a kick at al-Jayusi, prompting the show's host and security staff to intervene. The studio's table was destroyed in the scuffle. This incident highlighted the deep divisions and strong opinions surrounding the Syrian civil war in the region. On August 19, 1987, during a live broadcast at KMBC TV in Los Angeles, consumer reporter David Horowitz faced an unexpected and alarming situation. Gary Stallman, the 34-year-old son of former KMBC pharmaceutical reporter Max Stallman, entered the studio under the pretense of visiting his father's former workplace. Once inside, he approached Horowitz during the 4 p.m. newscast, brandishing what appeared to be a handgun, and demanded that Horowitz read a handwritten statement aloud.
Let me see what it says. All right. All right, well, let me read this. Folks, we have someone on the set who's standing here and would like me to read this copy which was just handed to me. You want to tell me your name or not? What is it? And Gary, where are you from?
David, very cool there. At that point, news producer Nancy Valenta ordered us off the air, but we all pretended that we were still broadcasting for the entire rambling, incoherent statement, and this is how it ended. Off the air, viewers did not see this.
Involved. There is no way I can harm anyone with this empty BB gun.
The statement contained bizarre claims, including allegations that his father was a clone created by the CIA and alien forces, and that the CIA had replaced and tried to destroy his family and those of his friends. Horowitz, maintaining remarkable composure, began reading the statement, while the station's news director, Tom Capra, made the decision to cut the live feed to prevent the broadcast of the unvetted material. After Horowitz finished reading, Stallman revealed that the weapon was an unloaded BB gun and placed it on the desk. He was promptly subdued by co-anchor John Beard and station security personnel, and subsequently arrested by Burbank police. Stallman was charged with false imprisonment and burglary. He pleaded guilty to the misdemeanor of false imprisonment, resulting in 3 years probation. In the midst of a typical courtroom session, an unexpected tremor disrupted the proceedings of the Judge Judy show. As the cameras rolled, the set began to shake, catching both the audience and the crew off guard. Judge Judy, known for her composed demeanor, momentarily paused, assessing the situation before deciding to evacuate the courtroom. This incident, captured on video, highlights the unpredictable nature of filming in earthquake-prone regions like Los Angeles.
Needed. Okay. Well, he got your credit card, your bank card somehow, and he got your PIN number somehow. Take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat.
Despite the initial shock, the production team ensured everyone's safety, and filming resumed shortly after. An intense and unexpected turn, a Mississippi weatherman found himself caught in the very severe storm he had been tracking. While delivering live coverage, strong winds caused the studio's power to fail, cutting off their main systems and forcing the team to depend on a backup generator. Scrambling to bring his weather monitors back online manually, the weatherman soon saw what he had feared. A huge tornado was zeroing in on their area. With the camera feed revealing the tornado's approach, he shouted a desperate warning to anyone listening.
Right now. Tornado touchdown. Face now. Basement now. Go. Now.
He and his colleagues quickly evacuated to safety, avoiding the brunt of the storm just in time. Despite the team's safe escape, the tornado left a devastating path, claiming the lives of 30 people and marking yet another tragic chapter in the region's history with tornadoes. In the spring of 2020, as Florida's beaches began to reopen amid the escalating COVID-19 crisis, Attorney Daniel Ulfelder took an unconventional approach to protest the state's handling of the pandemic. Donning a Grim Reaper costume, complete with a black robe and scythe, Ulfelder visited various beaches to caution the public about the dangers of premature relaxation of social distancing measures. Ulfelder's Florida Grim Reaper tour commenced on May 1st, 2020, with the intent to underscore the severity of the health crisis and the potential consequences of ignoring expert advice. His appearances garnered significant media attention, sparking discussions about the balance between economic interests and public health.
It's dead. This is a deadly virus. It's a global pandemic.
The man.
And that's what I'm here for. And I wish I didn't have to do this, but nobody else is doing it. Dang, they're not taking it seriously enough. We have 75,000 deaths in the United States from the virus we know of. 1.2 million cases. Unemployment is skyrocketing. Our governor in Florida is not taking care of the unemployed. He's forcing people to make a decision between life and the wealthiest country in the world. We should be able to take care of our people for a few months so they don't have to.
Beyond his beach visits, Ulfelder filed a lawsuit against Governor Ron DeSantis, urging the closure of beaches to mitigate virus transmission. Although the court dismissed the case, Ulfelder's actions highlighted the tension between state policies and public safety concerns. In March 2022, Ulfelder announced his candidacy for Florida Attorney General, aiming to challenge incumbent Ashley Moody. His campaign emphasized a commitment to public health and safety, reflecting the advocacy he demonstrated during the pandemic. On March 18, 2024, Arizona residents were treated to a spectacular sight as a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket soared across the evening sky. Launched from California's Vandenberg Space Force Base, the rocket carried 22 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit. The event was so prominent that it was captured live by Arizona's Family News helicopter, with footage shared on their YouTube channel.
Are you guys seeing this? What is this? Chopper Desk, there's something weird going on the eastern horizon. Western horizon. Is that like a missile or something? What the heck is going on? Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh my gosh, I don't know. It looks like a missile or something. What in the heck is going on? This is something I've never seen. That is crazy. What is that? What is going on? Zoom out here and show you, give you some scale for what this looks like out over the western horizon. I don't really have an explanation for what I'm seeing.
Many onlookers, initially puzzled by the bright streak, speculated about its origin, with some even considering the possibility of a UFO. However, it was soon clarified that the luminous display was the result of the rocket's exhaust plume illuminated by the setting sun, a phenomenon known as the twilight effect. This occurs when particles in the rocket's trail reflect sunlight, creating a glowing spectacle visible from great distances. Such events are not uncommon in the region, especially with the increasing frequency of satellite launches aimed at expanding global internet coverage. In June 2007, Czech viewers tuning into the morning program Panorama were startled when a live weather broadcast from the Krkonoše Mountains was interrupted by a sudden flash, followed by the ominous rise of a mushroom cloud. The unsettling footage, which quickly dissolved into static, led many to fear a nuclear disaster was unfolding. However, this alarming scene was not a real catastrophe, but a provocative intervention by the art collective Stohoven. The group had infiltrated a television tower, connecting their own video feed to the live broadcast. Their intention was to challenge viewers to question the authenticity of media representations and to reflect on how easily reality can be manipulated through mass communication channels. Despite the initial panic and subsequent legal scrutiny, Stohoven was acquitted of all charges related to the incident. Moreover, their bold statement on media perception earned them the NG 333 Award for Young Artists from Prague's National Gallery, highlighting the impact and significance of their work in contemporary art discourse.